Hello friends, now I'll be reading the Hindu editorial of 15th March 2023 at 100 words per minute in 5 seconds. Begin. On March 10, 2023, Saudi Arabia and Iran, represented by their national security advisors, signed an agreement in Beijing, China to re-establish diplomatic ties, respect each other's sovereignty, and maintain non-interference in the other's domestic affairs. The agreement also reinstates two previous accords, one on security cooperation signed in 2001 and the other going back to 1998, dealing with economic, technical, scientific, and cultural ties. This agreement ends 7 years of diplomatic estrangement between the two Gulf neighbors. During this period, they have confronted each other in proxy wars in Syria and Yemen, carried out media campaigns of extraordinary mutual hostility, often on sectarian basis, and have on occasion come close to direct conflict, particularly in 2019 when suspected Iranian agents attacked Saudi oil facilities. China's Foreign Affairs head Wang Yi, who brokered the agreement, described it as a victory for dialogue, a victory for peace. The Saudi foreign minister said his country favored political solutions and dialogue, while his Iranian counterpart affirmed that his country was pursuing the preparation of more regional steps. The accord has been welcomed across West Asia. There had been meetings of Saudi and Iranian officials in Baghdad and Muscat in 2021 and 2022, but perhaps little progress had been made in addressing issues that divide the two countries: the wars in Syria and Yemen, and Saudi concerns relating to Iran's mobilization of Shia communities in the region against the Arab states. However, these interactions had confirmed that the Arab states were prepared to pursue their interests without United States involvement. This was largely the result of increasing regional disenchantment with the US as a security provider, alongside strong messages from Washington that it has less enthusiastic about being the regional security guarantor. The US military failures in Iraq and Afghanistan contributed to its loss of credibility among its regional allies. What regional states are seeking is not to disengage from the US but to broaden their options and build alternative relationships to suit their interests. China is an attractive partner. It has substantial energy, trade, investment, and technology related ties with West Asia. It is the region's largest buyer of crude oil, a major trade and investment partner, and is also rapidly expanding its role as a technology provider in most countries. West Asia is also crucial for the realization of China's Belt and Road Initiative, with regional states being important for logistical connectivity and investment, consultancy, and contracting partnerships. China's interests obviously require a stable regional environment, but till recently, China had been reluctant to engage itself with regional competitions and political interest rather than its hard security concerns. It recognized that many of the ongoing rivalries would not admit of quick solutions. China was prepared to be content with managing these differences through diplomacy so that they did not escalate into conflict. This was the message that President Xi Jinping conveyed to his Arab interlocutors during his three summits in Riyadh in December last year. The Chinese Foreign Office described the visit as consolidating consensus on global governance, development, security, and other crucial issues. The Saudi Iran Accord is the first manifestation of this new approach. The agreement addresses the most serious regional confrontation. It reduces regional tensions and put in place the basis for further dialogue on improving relations and engaging on contentious issues. Saudi Iran differences will be difficult to resolve. They result from Saudi Arabia's deep sense of strategic vulnerability vis its northern neighbor and concerns that might destabilize regions states through the use of Shia proxies. Iran will need to play a more proactive role to assure its neighbor of its benign intentions, an effort that would gain credibility with China's active engagement with the two regional powers. Regional security also needs the revival of the nuclear agreement, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and linked with it the management of Israel's aggressiveness. Soon after the International Atomic Energy Agency had announced it had seen traces of uranium enrichment by Iran to 84%, just short of weapons grade, the IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi visited Tehran in early March and obtained an Iranian agreement to allow verification and monitoring activities by IAEA inspectors. This has prepared the ground for renewed tasks on the JCPOA, though doubts remain on whether the US's sharply polarized domestic scene will allow such an agreement, which would dilute sanctions on Iran in the run up to the American presidential elections. Israel's domestic politics, also deeply polarized and dominated by the extreme right wing, is also expected to obstruct the renewal of the JCPOA and maintain a hostile posture towards Iran. Though serious problems remain with this accord, China has affirmed that its role in West Asian affairs is likely to get more active and substantial. This poses challenges for Indian diplomacy. However, recognizing that the management of its ties with China remains its diplomatic priority, India will need to engage with China in West Asia, where they have a broad gamut of shared interests in energy security, free and open sea lanes, logistical connectivity, and above all, regional stability. Here, they can work together to further mutual and regional interests. Saudi Iranian normalization challenges in West Asia. Talmis Ahmed is a former ambassador to Saudi Arabia. The China brokered deal affirms Beijing's role in West Asian affairs, posing new challenges for Indian diplomacy in the region. The scale of operations of electricity distribution companies is clear from the fact that their annual revenue requirement is 20% of the union budget. It is natural that decisions on the planning and operation of the power sector have a significant impact on the public. Stop. Join the Telegram group in the comment section.